Hello everyone, myself Heli Mehta, working as an assistant professor in computer engineering department at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Our subject is database management system. Our unit is 10, that is PL/SQL command. So first of all, what is PL/SQL? The PL/SQL programming language was developed by Oracle Corporation in the 1980s as procedural extension language for SQL and the Oracle Relational Database. So PL/SQL is a programming language and it was developed by the Oracle Corporation in 1980. PL/SQL is a completely portable, high performance and transaction processing language. PL/SQL provides a built-in interpreted and OS dependent programming environment. Okay, PL/SQL can also directly be called from the command line SQL star plus interface. Direct call can also be made from external programming language calls to database. So we can direct call using external programming language to call the database. Okay, so PL/SQL's general syntax is based on that of ADA and Pascal programming language. So remember this, PL/SQL is a programming language and it was developed by the Oracle Corporation in 1980 and it is completely portable and high performance language. It provides a built-in interpreted and OS independent programming environment. The features of PL/SQL. The PL/SQL has the following features. PL/SQL is tightly integrated with the SQL. Okay, we see SQL in chapter number 9. So PL/SQL is integrated with the SQL. It offers extensive error checking. So error checking is very proper. It offers numerous data type. It provides the multiple data types. It offers a variety of programming structures. There are many structures of programming and it provides the variety of different programming structures. It supports structured programming through functions and procedure. Functions and procedure you see in the C language. Okay, so what is the difference between function and procedure? You know very well. So it supports the both functions and procedures through structured programming language. It supports object-oriented programming also. It supports the development of web applications and server pages. So we can there are the features of PL/SQL. So advantages of PL/SQL. PL/SQL has the following advantages. SQL is a standard database language and PL/SQL is a strongly integrated with the SQL. PL/SQL support both static and dynamic SQL. Okay, static SQL supports DML operation and transaction controls from PL/SQL blocks. In dynamic SQL, SQL allows embedding DDL statements in PL/SQL blocks. Okay, so PL/SQL supports both static and dynamic SQL. So it supports the DML operations also, transaction control operations also, and it provides the embedding DDL statements also. So this is the advantages of PL/SQL. PL/SQL allows sending an entire block of statements to the database at one time. Okay, so in query we write one sentence. Okay, here we can send entire block of statements. Okay, at the time of calling the database. Okay, so PL/SQL allows sending an entire block of statements to the database at a one time. Okay, this reduces the network traffic and provides high performance for the application. So it provides the high performance. PL/SQL gives high productivity to programmers. It can query, transform and update data in the database. Okay, so it will provide the productivity to programmer. PL/SQL save time on design and debugging by storing features by strong features such as exception handling, encapsulation, data hiding and object oriented data types. Okay, so performance is very high in PL/SQL. Advantages of PL/SQL is continue. Applications written in PL/SQL are fully portable. Okay, so portable means if we use some applications in another operating systems environment, then we can also run this in the different environment of operating system. This is a portable. PL/SQL provides high security level. The security is must for the database. So PL/SQL provides a high security level. PL/SQL provides access to predefined SQL packets. PL/SQL provides support for object-oriented programming and PL/SQL provides support for developing web applications and server pages. So we can develop the web applications and server pages using PL/SQL. So see PL/SQL basic syntax. So PL/SQL is a block structure. As I have explained, we can send the block of statements at a time. Okay, so it is a block structure language. This means that the PLSQL programs are divided and written in a logical blocks of the code. Each block consists of the three subparts. Okay, the subparts are declaration, second is executable commands, and third is exception handling. So in declaration statement, declaration block, this section start with the keyword declare. Okay, so we have to write the declare first. It is an optional section and defines all variables, cursors, subprograms, and other elements to be used in the program. So as name suggests, in declaration section we have to declare all the variables or cursor or subprograms. Next is executable command, that is most important. This section is enclosed between the keyword begin and end. So we have to compulsory write begin and end, and in between we have to write the statements. And it is a mandatory section. Okay, it is a compulsory. It consists of a executable PLSQL statements of the program. So whatever we have to execute, like all the statements are, we have to write in this begin and end statements. Okay, it consists of the executable PLSQL statements of the program. It should have at least one executable line of the code. So between begin and end, it must be at least one executable line, which may be just a null command to indicate that nothing should be executed. Okay. Next is exception handling. This section start with the keyword exception. This optional section contains exception that handles an error in the program. So this is also a optional section. Okay, we have to write the exception for handling the error. So there are the three parts: declaration section, executable command section, and exception handling section. Every PLSQL statement end with a semicolon. Okay, so we after end we have to write a semicolon. PLSQL block can be nested within other PLSQL block using begin and end. So between begin and end we have to write the executable statements. Following is the basic structure of the PLSQL. Okay, see here we have to first write the declare. Okay, as I have mentioned here. Okay, so first you have to write the declare. Okay, after that you have to write the all the variable name and this in declaration section. Okay, after that you have to write the begin. Okay, in begin we have a executable command. After that we have a exception, in which you have to write the exception handling statement. This is optional. Okay, compulsory is begin and end. Okay, all executable statement must be between begin and end it. And is end with semicolon. Here I have explained every PLSQL statements end with semicolons, and here also we have to write the semicolon after end. And in all the statements, here we write all the statements that end with the semicolon. So this is declare, in which we have to write the declaration. After that we have to begin and end. In between we have to write the executable statements. Okay, and this is the exception. In exception we have to write the exception handling statement. It is optional. Okay, so this is the basic building blocks. Okay, see here we have to write declare. Okay, so we write, for example, we write declare. Okay, after that we write one declaration. So message is my variable. So message type is varchar2 and size is 20, in which I write hello world. So hello world is stored in my variable message. Okay, this basic concept you know in the C language. Okay, so I declare variable name message. So message is my variable. Here we have a varchar2. Okay, in bracket we have to provide the size. Okay, equal to hello world. In C we write C is equal to 5. That is the declaration. Here we have to write like this: message varchar2 20, in which single quotes I provide one string, that is hello string, that is hello world. Okay, after that I have a begin and end. End is end with semicolon, in which I have to display the message which is provided in the message variable. Okay, so I have to write dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. This I have to write compulsory. dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. In bracket we have to write the variable name. Which variable is used here? We use the message, so we have to write the message. So this hello world is passed into the message variable, and here I am printing the variable message. So hello world will be my output. The end, this end line signals that the end of the PLSQL blocks. Okay, so begin is indicates the begin of the block, and end is indicate the end of the PLSQL block. To run the code from the SQL command line, you may need to type slash at the beginning of the first blank line after the last line of the code. So here for execution, after and we have to write the slash. See here. Okay. So to run the code from the SQL command line, you may need to type slash at the beginning of the first blank line after the last line of the code. Our last line of the code is and. So after that I have to write the slash. When the above code is executed at the SQL command, it produces the following result. So my result is hello world. So here hello world. So hello world is print. PL/SQL procedure successfully completed. So this is the concept of PL/SQL, in which we have a declare section in which we have to declare the variable with its data type. Okay, after that we have a begin section. So it is command executable command statement. It is start and close between begin and end. So here I have begin and end, in which I have a executable statements. Exceptionals are optional. Okay, so here I take one variable message in which I write the message hello world, and I pass this message into dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. So hello world will be my output. So this is the introduction of PL/SQL. Thank you.